The triangular trade, also known as the Atlantic Triangular Slave Trade, was an intriguing event that took place for Europe, Africa, and especially the Americas. The triangular trade consisted of trading of commodities amongst these three countries. Starting in the early years of the 1700s, Europe, Africa, and the Americas began to realize that they were lacking certain commodities that would have been a benefactor to help their economic efficiency. Luckily, each country had something each other both wanted and something another needed. The point of origin where all these trades took place was located between West Africa and the West Indies, also known as the Middle Passage.
At the time, Europe had a very decent infrastructure to build upon, but due to the geographical location they resided in, they lacked in resources to make certain products that could help their economy grow exponentially. Luckily, they were in an alliance with America. America was in a location where agriculturally they had the opportunity to flourish because they had an excessive amount of land that wasn't being put to use. Fortunately, they could grow extra crops that would be given to Europe. American merchants sent fish, livestock, flour, and lumber to the British West Indies in return for sugar, molasses, indigo, and other products including citrus fruits that could be sent to Britain in exchange for manufactured goods that were then carried back to the North American colonies. In addition, cotton was being given to Britain as well. Cotton was one of the biggest commodities that arose in the 1700s. Cotton was also one of the first luxury goods. It was used as oil to make food, and it also created the chance for the white elites to be able to create better clothing for their people to use, as opposed to continuously wearing leather or wool-based clothing pieces.
Africa can have easily been seen as playing a very significant role in this trade. Since slavery originated in the Western societies of Africa, it was easy for Africa to trade their slaves because the slaves themselves were probably seen as commodity that could easily be traded in exchange for more needed materials. Slaves were sent to America from Akan, Angolan, Asante, Bambara, Gambian, Igbo, and Mandinga. In exchange for the donation, Rio gave textiles, rum, and manufactured goods. This was used to help Africans start to develop at a more progressive rate economically.
The enormous growth in the southern slave population occurred through the natural increase and the flourishing Atlantic slave trade. Slave ships brought over 300,000 slaves from Africa to America. Southern colonists clustered in two distinct geographic and agricultural zones. One of the first major slave plantations was located in Virginia at the Chesapeake Bay. The use of African slaves was fundamental to growing colonial cash crops, which were exported to Europe. The implementations of slaves could easily be said to be the turning for America economically, because without slaves, who knows if sugar, tobacco, and cotton would have flourished as fast as it did due to the amount of workers that were provided by Africa. This event soon enough changed the face of the world economically as we knew it.